So we were speaking about different ways how the karma has to be done, how she was teaching us, how she was showing through her life. And today we are discussing about the second attribute. And this is also very important. And I was discussing something very precious, that how Bhaiji, you remember, this was very special, how Bhaiji, even when he attained moksha, liberation, he had still this wish that I may merge into Ma's body. That was special. We were discussing last time, very deep. And there is something more. When once Ma was speaking about samadhi, and Bhaiji said to Ma, this is remarkable. He said, Ma, I have complete command over samadhi. I can enter into any samadhi. I need not to go to the, like the system is like, first you enter into jad samadhi, savikal samadhi, nirvikal samadhi. This is like a path. He said, I can enter into any. I have full command over it. So Ma said, really? You can show me? And when Bhaiji just sat and closed his eyes, and he was entering into the deepest one, the nirvikal. And it is said sometime when one enters into nirvikalp samadhi, the body also drops. So Ma immediately touched his head, brought him back. So this was our Bhaiji. Full, like he can any moment enter into any of the samadhi. Such high elevated state he was. Ma did similarly this to also Bholanath-ji. Huh? When Bholanath-ji was also once sitting in somewhere, I think in Bangladesh, it was, and the whole body was fully covered with mosquitoes. She said it was looking like just a black shadow, something like black, some being was sitting. And it was, the full body was covered with mosquitoes. And Bholanath-ji was sitting perfectly still. So she came and she again touched his head. So she, like Bhaiji, Bholanath-ji, these were all like the, we say, the companions who were having the perfect command over samadhi, the highest states. And there is one more beautiful incident. I was speaking last time also this, that when Bhaiji was in Mansarovar, he literally felt like this intense detachment, and he said, I'm going away. I don't want to see anything. I have found everything. Ma is everywhere. And I'm going to Mansarovar. In some of the caves, I will drop my body. I will be there rest of my life. So Bholanath-ji stopped him. Then Ma came. We were speaking in detail last time. Huh? So when Ma asked him that, Bhaiji, she said, Jyotish, this was his name. Jyotish, how can you decide such thing without asking this body? This is remarkable. Huh? So Bhaiji said, he had tears in his eyes. He said, Ma, there is nothing remaining in me other than you. It is all you. I cannot do anything. There is no me. It is all you. So there was no need to ask you. See his state. Last time we were exactly speaking about this, how we should perform the karma. That Swakriya we were speaking, that the divine is only moving through us. I was speaking to you like even brushing the teeth, combing the hair, taking bath, cooking, cleaning, simple things. How we should feel that it is the divinity moving us. This is how the karma, this is what she showed, Swakriya. So I was requesting you, I hope you all have practiced this whole week, last week, simple practices, being aware that it is the divinity moving in us. Then we also discussed another practice, that this whole, the house we are living, it is a temple, and all the family members, they are the murtis, the deities. So for husband, wife is the Lakshmi, husband is Narayan, like this we were speaking. So I hope you have practiced, and this is how we serve the family. Remember, these are all we are speaking about. Bhaiji was in such exalted state. He was one with Ma. It was all Ma. So these all 12 utterances are by Ma, to how we can find Ma and Ma's writing. So I really hope you please practice. These are all practical guidances by Bhaiji for us. So this was last week. One thing I forgot, that simple practice which she was saying, that when you are eating also, then also remember, keep doing this practice, that food, the offering of the food itself, this all is divine. So try to remember this practice also this week. This is very powerful practice, and she was suggesting this so many times. So let's begin with the second attribute of her. The second quality which Bhaiji said, if we follow that, if we try to live that, we will reach Ma. That's the second entrance. The second quality is prasannata, the joy, unshakable joy, which Ma has always that. So he was asking her a question. He said, Ma, I have seen when anything happens, like even the odd conditions are there, challenging times, you are always in that state of joy. We have heard also, he said to Ma, that when you were small girl and suddenly there was a fierce storm and the roof was torn, and all the family members, they were like really scared, confused what to do. The roof is gone because of the storm, and suddenly they all heard the small little Nirmala, Ma's name Nirmala. She started clapping and she started saying, wow, we can see sky now from inside the house. So that was her state. So Bhaji said that even when all are confused, even when you were small, you never change. You always have this, the joy. How can we have that? So Ma asked her a question. She said, what do you think? From where the joy or sorrow comes from? He said, first some thought comes and something happens in the mind, and then he really said that I feel the joy and the feelings, the emotions comes from the heart. The center is the heart. She said, no, there is no center. She said, if the feeling is real, if the joy is real, it should come from the whole being. Each cell of your body should reflect that joy. So she said, it is not the center, is the heart. So Bhaiji could not follow it. He said, I could not understand. So this is Ma's way of teaching. So after some days, when Bhaiji was one morning, he came and he asked Ma, how are you? She suddenly said, I'm very fine. The moment she said, Bhaiji was completely like, from the toes to the head, he completely becomes like still. He could not move. The wave, he said, beyond words, this was something happening in my whole body. I could feel each pore of my body. And I just became still. And then Ma smiled and she said, now you understand what I mean. When you say something, feeling comes truly, then it has to have from whole body. So Bhaiji could feel that. This was the first. There are different times when Ma was asked this very question, how can we have joy? So I'm going to speak about that. But this was the first time she revealed Bhaiji. And this is whenever a particular person is asking, according to that person's ability, she would give the answer. So just I would request all just to close your eyes for a moment. Now, as she said, bring a moment in your life when you felt truly joyful. It could be anything, a simple moment, a beautiful memory, anything. And now stay with it. Feel that joy fully. Now, very gently, let the memory go. Release the story, the details, the faces. Let them fade. But hold the joy. Just the joy, pure, without reason, without story. Now, feel this joy begin to move like warmth spreading from the heart gently into every part of our body, every cell. Oh, ma. So, like this simple way. This is the first way. Try to, like how she said, when you begin your meditation, remember anything very joyful in your life. And just remember that incident, and then you continue your practice. It is going to help your practice very much. The, the second incident was Gurpriya Didi, now the second very powerful companion of Ma. She asked the same question. So she said, Ma, so many people are coming to you, and they have, like, even when you read Pragya's book, it is amazing gospel. Like even if you read the Goddess Whispers or Amulya Kumar Dutt Gupta or Gurpriya Didi Diaries, you can see like people are asking such questions. There are good questions, but such sometimes such absurd. And with love, with joy, she was replying. Didi said that it is sometimes very frustrating for us to see you are listening with such love to those people, and the joy, the love is never like disturbed. It is always there. How is it possible? Sometimes we have heard people speaking like one of the very close disciples said, "You are just like a bull." Which is not moving much and just very like such words they were saying. Once a very saint, like famous saint, he came and he was speaking insulting words to her, and Didi and all the devotees, they were like so disturbed, and she was just smiling. She was just this joy which Bhaiji is saying. This is one of the five attributes, if we can really feel in our life, try to follow this. So Didi said, how is it possible? And she said, Ma, your eyes, when you are smiling, shall I show you a mirror? Just look into these eyes. And these eyes are transforming people. These are like in Hindi, she literally used that these eyes are killing people. The people are no more the same when they look into your eyes, like when you are smiling. So Ma said, okay, bring the mirror. So literally, Ma started looking into the mirror just like a child. And she started looking into the eyes, worried, like, and then something remarkable she said. She said, for this alone, this body has come. This is the reason why Ma came, to transform so many people. Like even when she's traveling in the train, hundreds, and they were knowing that for a moment the train will stop on a particular station, and for a moment it will stay. There were hundreds of people waiting to have a glimpse of that smile, just that. Gopinath Kaviraji asked also, what is there? She said, yes, for this reason this body has come, just to give darshan. That is it. So Didi asked, how is it possible? So Ma said something very beautiful. This reason this body has come, and those who have seen this body, they will be liberated. Those who have remembered will also be liberated. Even the moment we think of her, we just, even the picture, if you have, just look at the picture, that smile. And okay, let's do another small, very short meditation together. These are, like I'm saying, these are all the practices which has to be done this whole next week. Please try these all different ways. Bhaiji is giving all practical ways. So let's do this second practice. So just like if you have Ma's picture, look at it, or if just inside mentally, look at her smile. And with inhalation, looking at the smile, the joy at Ma's face, you are breathing in that love, that joy into each cell, each pore. And when you are exhaling, exhale all the worries. Inhaling the joy, the love which she's radiating, she has come for that. Just breathing in. And then exhaling. You can do with open eyes, looking at her picture, or with just closed eyes, feeling her inside, the smile, beautiful smile, breathing in. Om. Like this. This is simple ways. And as we were speaking, these are all the methods, the dharanas given by herself. She was guiding. So they're not just mind made. She was guiding, she was speaking, she was telling to people, like, do this. She was not absolutely speaking about her smile. She was speaking about divine. And when you breathe in the divinity, the love flowing from the divine. But for us, she's the divinity. For Bhaiji, what he wrote, that whatever we can imagine with the word God, it is manifest form of that. Prakat Roop. That was Bhaiji's first utterance we were discussing. So just like throughout this week, whenever you feel like, oh, something is not right, or you are feeling sorrowful, just breathe. See her picture. And she herself said, put as many pictures of God as possible. I will say, put as many pictures of Ma as possible. and every picture you will find she's smiling, radiating the smile. So wherever, just you look, and you'll see the smile, and then you breathe in. Try doing few times a day. It's simple. So now the two I discussed, the two were the very powerful companions of her. And the third one, a very simple devotee, uh, I think it is Maharatan Devi. She was moving with her for 6 months. and she served her 6 months. She and Ma was going all around Agyatwas. So she asked, Ma, we have seen that when Bhaiji passed away, he was your Dharmaputra, he was your son. Bholanath passed away. There was not a sign of anything like you were sorrowful or anything. You are still radiating the same joy. We have seen, we have read how Bhaiji, in his last moment, she served, she gave the direction how the patient should be taken care. Everything she was doing, she was there for him. But when Bholanathji, he started crying. He saw that he's not going to live long, so he started crying. Hariram Joshi, he was best friend of Bhaiji. He said, please, Ma, save him. Didi, Gurupriya Didi. They were there, they were asking, and she started laughing loud. Attahas, it is called the laughter of the Kali. And the moment when she was laughing, it is said, like, those who really want to get rid of the attachments and all this, they would feel free, they would feel like completely relaxed. But those who are attached so much, they would be fearful of that laughter. So Ma was laughing, and then we saw how Bholanath, when Bholanath was also passing away, she was alone there. She sent away all closest disciples to her, and she was only there to serve him. And she said, for the last few days, Bholanath just become like a child. He was always saying, Ma, 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 mother, 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 always. Even in the last moment, he said, please bring your hand. I want to touch you. And she said, literally, it was like he was like a child touching this body. And he had some pain. So she asked, do you have pain? He said, there is some pain, but I don't feel where it is. It is all joy. Even Bholanath was in this state. So Ma spontaneously moved her hand 3 times on his body. And then she asked, now? He said, only joy, nothing. And he's again like Bhaiji saying, Ma, 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 Ma. And he left his body. So those who were with her and she herself, they were always in that state. Bhaiji, we saw how he left Bholanathji. So this Maharatan, she's asking, how is it possible, Ma? It is, we cannot even think how such close ones you are living and you are still in that state. So Ma gave beautiful answer here. Again, see how she's responding. First time she's responded to Bhaiji because she saw his state is very elevated. She spoke from his state, that you have joy from each pore. Then to Gurpriya Didi, how she responded. And then last to this lady, she said, Ma, how you are wearing the sari, the clothes, and if it is too windy, if it is something happening, or you're working, or how you keep hold of these clothes, you never let them fall, how you are holding them. She said, that is the way. Hold the ananda. Never ever in any state let the sorrow come. Hold ananda like this. And these I'm going to read her words, literally what she said. She said, supreme is joy itself. This is why the goal of life is joy. At all times, give joy, receive joy, see joy, hear joy. Only by doing this, you can remain within joy itself. Now she's saying, a life without joy is a sign of death. The entire universe does not support it. When sorrow enters the mind, drive it away with force. See? As soon as the sorrow comes, drive it away with force. How? This is the third way she's telling. Remind yourself, I am a child of the blissful one, Anandamayi, and the child of that bliss. So this is very remarkable. In the Bhakti Sutras, this is the main, I'm yours. When Ma is adding, I'm your child. So what does it mean? When you say child, first and foremost thing is child is not knowing anything. This is good, this is bad, this is right. I'm your child. I don't know anything else. I don't know. I'm simply child. Then when Ma is saying, I'm yours, so the mother is there. I'm not alone. So I'm child, that means I don't know anything. I've stopped the mind. I stop the like decision. I have to do this, I do what this and that. Nothing. I'm child. And I'm not alone. You are there. Mother is there. This is what she meant. I'm your child. Remember this. Then she says, why should I dwell in misery when I'm the child of that divinity? Would the son of a wealthy man ever introduce himself as poor? Even if his inherited wealth were lost, he would still carry himself with the dignity of his great lineage. And yet, here you are with everything complete, everything full, and you are living like a beggar. So, these are the, like, we can say, the three basic ways how Ma guided us today. So, try to do this week these three practices. The first practice we spoke, when you sit for meditation, chanting, bring that joy, any incident, and from each pore of your body, feel that joy. The second one, how she spoke to Good Priya Didi, that this body has come for that. See her smiling face and breathe in many, many times throughout the day, breathing in that joy and releasing the worries, the whatever. And the third, what she just now spoke, I'm your child. Divine Ma, I'm your child. I don't know anything. The tensions, the worries, you take care. If I'm your child, why I have to worry? This is the third thing. Fourth thing I'm adding here, she spoke many places that how one can practice this. She spoke very first thought of the day is the important thing. The moment we wake up with the thoughts of worry or this responsibility or doing that and that. She said, simply the first thought of the day, bring it, like I am always sharing with you all. Moja, I'm the joy. That is it. The first thought. And as I am always sharing, whenever we speak about the joy, this is the water element practice. Huh? So that's what I was telling also. I think 2 satsang back, I was speaking this, that Ma, how Bhaiji has spoken this five, exactly the five attributes of the five elements. She gave the confirmation, he gave the confirmation. If we go through it, we reach Ma. I was so astonished, so joyful. Wow. So whenever I speak about joy, I remember my grandfather. I am always sharing with you. I have seen it can happen. We can live like that. It is not a theory. It is not somewhere we read in a book or like that. No, it is possible. If we like this 4 steps what we discussed today, try to do it. Try to follow it this whole week. These are very simple. I have not spoken anything complicated. We all breathe. Huh? So just with breath, you have to bring your attention. We all wake up with some thoughts. So just again, some attention is needed. Some awareness is needed. Bring a joyful thought. So like this, simple ways. Try to do this week, these practices. So now if you have any questions, so we can discuss. But my request again, please practice. They're all practices given by Bhaiji. Huh? So it is not just we are listening and then coming back on Sunday again. These are all like homework he is giving us. So this is the homework. Please do it. Okay. Yes, please. Now the questions are there.
Swamiji,
Yes. I don't
if we
see.
use memory
Yes.
to start our meditation or to the memory of joy, aren't we also reinforcing the attachment to the memory?
No, the thing is that we are, because what she's giving is she's giving a method. We are many times when we begin, we start the meditation, we are stuck with some memories. There are always something. If you are able to directly from the very first step going to be with the mantra, one with the practice, then you don't need it. But the beginning time when you start the meditation or on the breath or the mantra, it takes some time to go deep. So to make it shorter, and this is one thing, but make it more also directly jumping into that state which you have already. Yes, this is a memory, but a memory of something beautiful, something vast where your heart has opened. So you begin with something lighter, joyful, and vast instead of some memories. Because generally, I've seen myself also when I start the meditation, some memories are there, some work has to be done, something I was doing. So it's always something is there.
Yeah. If there's always a memory, just change it to the joyful
Exactly.
memory. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Thank you. Yeah.
Jema, you mentioned a book. It was called Goddess Question. Is that right?
There were 2, 3, 4 books I mentioned. First is Gospel of Shri Anandamayi by Pragya Didi is
Gospel?
sitting. Yes. And then we also wrote a book, Goddess Whispers. And then I said about many books by like Gurpriya Didi's diaries, Amuli Kumar Dutt's also diaries. There are so many question answers which has been asked to her, all these books.
Okay, thank you. And one other question. I did a lot of Yoga Nidra practice, and this kind of reminds me of you can be joyful by feeling the whole body. This is what all the Yoga Nidra ends in. This is kind of a comparison to this. What is your opinion on doing Yoga Nidra practice with Sankalpa, like
Yeah,
having more joy?
absolutely. Absolutely. That's what she said. You can do sitting, standing, walking, lying, in whichever way. If yoga nidra is you are doing with lying position and especially focusing on joy or any attribute of the divinity. Yes, this is all the same.
Okay. Jema, thank you. Thank you.
Jema, Jema.
So excuse me, so what I heard you say in the first practice was to bring to mind an incident or a memory of what gave us joy, but then to let go of the memory and to just be with the joy itself.
Yeah.
So that I'm understanding that there's really not an attachment to the incident or the experience,
Yes,
but
exactly.
rather narrative, but rather the sensation of joy. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. The thing is that the moment when we feel that joy, the state of our breath changes. This is the moment the breath changes, the mind also come into a different state. So the heart, the whole body responds to that. So with that little change in the breath, then you start the mantra or whatever you are doing the practice. So it will give you like quick movement into that practice. So it's very beneficial. You try and you will feel like wow, it is simple practice what she gave, but very powerful. We struggle many times with thoughts in the beginning, and then slowly we keep on, then we enter into that state. But if we, the moment we bring this state of joy, and then at once we can enter into that mantra practice or meditation practice. It's very helpful.
So cultivating joy.
Say again.
The cultivation of joy. Cultivating
Yes.
joy.
Yes, 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 yes.
Jema Swamiji, I have a question.
Yes.
So I've been, ever since you introduced this concept, especially in the retreat, it's been on my mind a lot. But I struggle with, like, in the moment, in conversations with, having difficult conversations with people, or receiving difficult news, and and I'm trying to really remember that joy. And I think of, like, different meditations that I've learned, like Tonglen, like receiving the suffering, the pain, trying to transmute it. I'm curious if Ma said anything about that, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Simply what we spoke today, uh, something very powerful is just looking at her picture, speaking to her. This is so powerful. Just look at her and look at her smile, look at her eyes. She herself said she has come for that. The moment one sees her body, sees her eyes, sees her smile, one can be liberated. What we are asking, we are asking a simple thing. But if we really see that smile and we speak to her, Ma, this is situation, please, she will definitely take you out. And then you will have a deeper connection. Try. This is simple but very, that's what I was saying. Put many pictures all around you. Put in on your phone, put in the book, put wherever you see, just see her and speak to her. That's it. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What you are describing, it seems to me, is another, when the joy is another name for abiding in the self. So there's no distinction between those two, that when you're
Yes.
because in order to sort of really transcend the thoughts in the mind and the happenings and the maybe something having to do with the body, to really get past, to really be past all of that, you're talking about, you maybe have some sorrow, some grief, something. There really needs to be that, it's not different from Ma herself. Would you say? Is that what you're about? It's. Please help me. Is it? Is it? That's kind of the essence of what you're saying.
You are asking that what Ma spoke, that Ananda, she is Ananda. When we are having that joy in that state, it is the divinity. That's you asking? Yes, absolutely. Each and every attribute, what Bhaiji is saying, it is Ma. So the moment when we are in that state of joy, it is Ma just now spoke. Now, the joy is that eternity, that divinity. The moment when we come to sorrow, it is a sign of death. And death is the opposite of that divinity. So she said that try to hold, forcefully remove the sorrow and hold the joy. That's what she's saying.
But at one level, at some level, the sorrow or whatever it is a teacher. It's also Ma.
Definitely, that is the, as you might have practiced with us the 5 elements. So sorrow is the door for the fire element. Definitely, sorrow is so important. She spoke about sorrow also so much. Sorrow is the door. Definitely. Without sorrow, the vairagya, the detachment is not going to come. It's the biggest teacher, sorrow. But what she's speaking now today, or what Bhaiji is just pointing, just hold one attribute. So this week, what even she, because see, there are different people, there are different states in us itself. So sometimes we need to hear this, like the joy is the only door, and we can enter, and we can enter maybe into that vastness. It may happen. And sometimes it is, yes, we need to hear the sorrow is also the door. So nobody knows, because these are all Ma's words, the divine words, which formula, which particular method is going to take us beyond this all. It can happen any moment. But try to feel, yes, definitely. Maybe in the next we are going to speak about the sorrow, because this is the fire element we have to speak. So, but today is only the Ananda, what she spoke, what Bhaiji spoke, one of her attributes. But that is also what Bhaiji noticed, na, that she was never sorrowful, never. Always that joy was there. And he's pointing to that particular attribute, that she was always in that state of joy. And that I also saw in my grandfather, the same state. It was joy always. The situations in life were there which could bring him in the state of sorrow, but always one. So try to just feel this path, what she's speaking today. And please try to do these practices, what we shared.
Yeah.
Maybe next time we are going to speak about sorrow.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Swamiji.
Jai Ma, Jai Ma.
Jai Ma.
So we conclude with the Shanti mantras. Perfect. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kashchid Dukh Bhag Bhavet. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. श्री श्री आनंदमयी मात की जय, सतगुरुदेव भगवान की जय। नमः पार्वती पते, हर हर महादेव। जय मां, जय मां।